Hello everyone, and welcome to our next WolfQuest Livestream. Now, this is going to be a little bit different than our previous ones because this is the first time we've ever done a Thursday stream. Usually we stream on Sunday, and we'll actually be playing on pretty easy this time. So this is kind of just an experiment because you guys seem to really like the live streams, and I kind of want to see how it goes. So we will be trying this Thursday live stream, and depending on how it goes, we may or may not do it again. So today we will actually not be following one of the more, quote, main side story wolves. We'll be following Rowan. Now, we're following Rowan because I know people have been asking about Neo's story, people have been asking about Cassidy's story. Of course, we're doing Flair's story a little differently. So we're going to be following Rowan because he is a little bit, he was lesser requested, and so if not as many people can make it to the stream, it'll probably be a little bit, it's a good way to start out. So not that we don't like Rowan any less, but he just was less requested. So speaking of, let's get a good look at him, and here we are, we have Rowan. Now Rowan is from the third litter of Katari and Terrell, the litter at the cliffs, and you can actually see he has an injured leg. Now that is from a stranger wolf that attacked him when he was young. And so he does, if we watch him run, you can see when he walks and runs, he actually does limp on that leg. And it's because the stranger wolf grabbed him by the leg when he was a puppy, and it never really healed up. So he does have a little bit of an injury, but he's learned to deal with it, and it doesn't bother him that much anymore. It's just kind of something he's adapted to. So today Rowan will actually, and he will be playing on pretty easy because that is part of his ability. He can lower the difficulty level from what it would be. And let's go ahead and get this coyote. So today we'll be following him just standard for trying to find a mate and raise one litter of puppies. Hopefully we'll get all the way through it because it is a little bit later in the day than I'm used to starting. And oh my goodness, here's a bear. Let's give this bear a little bit of a bite. Oh, and I should show his stats as well. But we want to get this bear chased off if we can, because that's a lot of good experience, and he needs 750, ooh goodness, oh good, it's gone. But he does need 750 experience points to be able to, find a mate. Can you guys hear me? Because the chat is pretty quiet at the moment. Usually you guys are chatting a lot more. Hey, there's another bear. Usually you guys are chatting a lot more by this time. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I'm trying to figure out if you guys can hear me. Sorry about that. Okay, just making sure. Usually chat isn't this quiet, and it is a different day. It's a lot of differences, but I just wanted to double check and make sure, just to make sure that I'm not talking and nobody can actually hear what I'm saying. So another thing about Rowan, let's actually go ahead and take out this cow elk. We've actually probably earned quite a bit of experience from that. Yeah, it does seem to be a bit quieter. It is a later in the day stream, and it's a school day stream, so I'm not expecting everybody to be as hyped up as they are after the weekend, because usually the weekends are a lot more active. But that's perfectly fine. That is absolutely fine. So we'll go ahead and let's take out this elk. And I'll show you guys his stats. Let's get him some food, and we can actually then check on how much experience we've actually earned, because I think we've earned quite a bit already, because we chased off 2 bears, and that's a considerable amount. So pack stats, we actually have 525 experience points already, and he has 35 plus 10% speed. That's because of his leg. It does impact, uh-oh, someone's not hearing anything. Oh, that's not good. We're trying to troubleshoot. Is everybody else able to hear me? Because, it says I'm transmitting sound. And, yeah, welcome everyone. It says I'm transmitting sound, but if somebody's not able to hear, could somebody in chat maybe help troubleshoot? Sorry, it's difficult for me to chat. It's more easy for me to respond here. So, back to Rowan's stats, we have, he has 30% stamina, and then he has 85 minus 10% speed. Now, the plus 10 and minus 10% are actually from his limpy leg. So, we'll go ahead. yeah, it should be going through okay. Most people, it seems like, are getting sound. Hello, welcome to the chat. It seems like sound is working for most people, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going, and hopefully those of you who are having sound issues can get those sorted out pretty soon here. I just got to adjust my headset a little bit, so we're actually well on our way to being able to... And was that a coyote I saw back here? No, I'm just imagining things. We're trying to figure out... we're just going to try and get some experience points. Do we want to hunt? And Rowan is more of a faster wolf, I believe. Just checking... Or, yeah, he's much faster than he is strong. So, we may go ahead... Yeah, it could be something to do with being on a mobile device. Hopefully you guys can get your sound issues sorted out. I'm not too experienced with mobile, so I'm afraid I can't lend much of a hand. But hopefully you guys will be able to get that sorted out. So we're just going to go ahead. We'll take out some of these elk for a last little bit of experience. Just to try and get some of that. Oh my gosh, his stamina is brutal though. I did not realize his stamina was going to be that difficult to work with. But I think he should do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, he should be doing quite a bit of damage here. Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and try and find him a mate. We may get through Amethyst Mountain pretty quickly because of those bears, and oh my gosh, his stamina drains fast. So yeah, every wolf has a different stat balance, and that does affect them quite a lot. You can see he does do quite a bit of damage in addition to being quite fast. But his stamina goes down super, super quickly, so that can be a disadvantage, and that could be a real disadvantage with his puppies. And I would say especially for bringing them across the creek, but Rowan can't do that because that's his challenge. When he was young, his mother Katari actually got stuck in the creek with him, and he nearly drowned. So Rowan is really, really scared of water now, and honestly is very, very afraid of, basically that he's afraid of the water, and so he actually can't bring his puppies across the water. He has to let his mate do it. So however we end up doing that, we're going to have to trigger the mate crossing AI in order to make sure that Rowan can, in order to make sure that he can get his puppies across. So, and we'll probably be at the Canyon Cliffs Den, I'm pretty sure. So that's, that's just, we'll probably be over at Canyon Cliffs. Unless you guys really want to be somewhere else. I figure it'll be a nice change of scenery from the Aspen Heights Den, because we have been there quite a bit. So, we've had quite a few wolves with challenges that have to do with Aspen Heights, and it does get a little old after a while, seeing the same old scenery. You get to know the place really well, but it's kind of nice to have a change every now and then. And forgive me, my voice is getting really dry, so I might have to get myself something to drink here if it continues. I've been talking quite a bit based off the previous videos. I've already recorded several videos today, so my voice is a little bit worn out. And we may, if we're going to continue doing Thursday live streams, we might find something shorter. So like we might take a side story wolf and have them run around Lost River for a bit, and that's a fox. I don't think we're going to be able to catch the fox. Very cool though, but I don't think we're going to be able to catch him. So, hello, welcome to the stream. Alright, let's just head up. Oh, we're actually in Stranger Wolf territory. Hey, we were actually almost exactly following that territory marker. I think Rowan would have just possibly bumped into a Stranger Wolf without even realizing it here. And Rowan is a very shy wolf. So, he probably won't be the most dominant when it comes to meeting and interacting with other stranger wolves. He'll probably be kind of more of a neutral presence. I think he kind of would wait and see how they respond and tend to be a little bit more submissive. It might be better for him to get experience by hunting elk, honestly. Even though that can be a little difficult, but it's always nice. Welcome! It's always nice to be kind of... She's gonna stay put. I think we'll go. We'll kind of just submit and leave. But even though it can be a little bit difficult to try and hunt the elk with his low stamina, we might just do it a little bit more and just go ahead and try and get an elk down. And oh man, his stamina does drain a lot more quickly than I'm used to. But that's part of the challenge, is having different wolves with different strengths and weaknesses. So that's part of what makes it fun. And we'll head back towards that elk hunting ground because I think that will be his best bet, unless... Is that carcass one we killed? Maybe there will be a predator at that carcass. We'll head for that carcass first and get a bit of a snack in there. And then if there's a predator, maybe we can chase it and earn some more experience. If not, we can just go ahead. Oh, there's something here, though. There's not anything here. Grab a bite to eat. Because predators are a great way of earning experience points. They give you a lot of experience. So, it definitely is a good way of earning experience points. We'll head off this way and see, kind of just end up meandering around in Amethyst Mountain sometimes. There's not quite as much of an intense purpose as there is in Slough Creek. It's more just kind of wander, gain experience until you do manage to find a mate. Not in here. We are actually seeking out predators at this point because we want to try and take a carcass away from them. So, and at this point we'll walk a little bit so we have more chance to actually smell where the herd is, and so that our stamina will recover. There we go. And I hear the elk herd up ahead, and I see him. So we'll go ahead. Let's see, who's gonna run? Gonna run? Anybody else gonna run? You guys are gonna run. You're gonna run as well. Okay. How are you? You're pretty weak. We're gonna go after you. I'm sorry, but you are not that healthy probably. And so it is worth it to do, it's worth it to come after you because you'll be easier to take down. He does do quite a bit of damage, which is nice because his strength is comparatively quite high. Now, the cost of that is his stamina, of course. So, hello, welcome to the stream, and, yeah, hopefully the computer will work better for the sound. Some people have been having sound problems, but it might be a mobile thing. So, hopefully you guys will be able to get your sound issues sorted out. If not, hopefully you can come back at least some other time and maybe hear some of what you missed. Alrighty, let's see. Almost there. Yeah, he does do quite a bit of damage. Quite a difference from hunting with Kaya, which I just did a lot of earlier today. There she is. Because we actually just started Kaya's third litter, so we had to do all the hunting all over again, and Kaya is very, very fast, has quite a bit of stamina, but has almost no strength, and so she'll be biting and biting and biting the elk and is hardly doing anything. So, quite a difference from Kaya. He can actually catch up to the elk and do quite a bit of damage, but he can't keep up a run for very, very long. And I think he should have almost enough now. Yes, he has 725. That should be good. If we can find a coyote or something. And I think I know where to look. And we just kind of ran over the elk carcass. If we can find a coyote, that should give us enough. That should get us up to 750, which is the minimum you need to be able to find a mate. And we will come on up here. We gotta be a coyote around here somewhere, or something we can do to gain a little bit of extra experience points. Maybe we'll sniff that big rock up there on the hill, on the off to our right by the hill. Oh, what was that? The carcass? That was a carcass, yeah. We'll go ahead and sniff this rock and see, because sometimes this rock produces bears. That should be more than enough experience points to get us up to 750. There we go. Now we should have pack stats. Yep, 925. That's more than enough. And I think we'll actually head over to the Plains territory first and just kind of poke around. Rowan has actually killed only 2 elk. He got super lucky and 2 bears popped up within like the first minute and a half of playing, and he chased them both off right away. So he seems to be kind of a lucky wolf. Despite the fact that he was rather unlucky as a pup. So we'll actually head off this way and just see if we can find him a mate. Hopefully Amethyst Mountain will go pretty quickly this time. I know it kind of dragged out with Apollo, which was hard because he's very strong, and that made hunting difficult because he wasn't all that fast. And at this point, by the time Rowan is growing up, Apollo's story would have happened, so we might have to be a little bit careful of that lower, the southern pack, because they kind of have had a beef with our wolves and their descendants, because Apollo accidentally almost killed their lead male, their dominant male. He didn't mean to. They got in a fight and it went a bit further than Apollo intended. He thought he killed the other wolf. Thankfully, he actually didn't, but the other wolf took it as the other pack took it as a very intentional thing, and they've kind of had a beef with them since. So, not exactly the best relations going on. Here we go, and oh, already we have a dispersal female. She kind of looks like Lucan in a weird way. I think she has the same coat, but Lucan looks a little bit darker. So, so we have a dispersal female already. What do you guys think? Should we ask her to be our mate? I'll give you guys a little bit of time to respond. And, yeah, let me know if you think, just say yes if you think she should and no if you think she shouldn't. I'll kind of wait here for a minute so you guys have some time to decide. Alrighty, I'm seeing no. I'm waiting for some more to come in perhaps, but so far I just see no. Anyone else have input? I want to give it a little bit so you guys have time to reply. I can't see how many of you guys are on at the moment, so I don't know if everybody is there and just not chatting, or if it's not caught up for some of you or what, but I'm going to give you guys a little more time to reply if you have an interest. Okay, so 1 no, 1 yes. These are definitely quieter than the Sunday streams, which is something to get used to. So I'm seeing, okay, 2 yes, 1 no. I'm just reading them as I see them. So, it may be a little bit delayed, because it'll be a bit delayed for you guys, because we figured out at one point, that very well may have been a butterfly, but, we figured out at one point that the stream runs about 30 seconds slower for you guys than it does for me, so you guys are about 30 seconds behind what I'm actually saying. So I reply to your chats immediately, and it just takes a little while. Okay, 9 people, okay, that's not too bad. A little bit lower than Sunday streams, definitely, but we also did just get started. So... So I'm seeing a couple of yeses and 1 no. I'm going to give it a little more time just to see. And if we want to go ahead, if nobody else objects or if it doesn't change, we will go ahead and take her as our mate, and then you guys can suggest names. And we can go ahead and try and name her. Alright, well, I'm not seeing any more response right now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and we will, because out of the people who are here, more of you said yes than no. So we'll go ahead, and here we are. We will try and take her as our mate and see if she will accept us. So start off with a friendly greeting, I think. Names are coming in already. Wow, okay. Let's see. I like you. Go ahead, give her a nice sniff. He's so little. Rowan is so little. Look at that. He's smaller than her. That's so cute. She looks pretty strong, though, if she's gonna be, if she's that much bigger, she's probably stronger than him. So we'll go ahead, we'll play. Invite her to play. See if she'll play back. It's so cute. It really is so cute. Let's see. And so, yeah, you guys can start submitting names if you want. Some of you already have. Let's start a pack. And see if she will accept that. We'll groom her a little bit. And see. Alright. Okay. And let's see, let's start a pack again, and here we go. Okay, so it looks like she accepted us as her mate. So now we have to name her. So, I'm not sure if I think there is a limit to how long the names can be. So, okay, I'm seeing names coming in now. And I will go ahead, and the way we do names in the chat, or in the live streams, is you guys usually submit a bunch, and, I will put them all into a random name picker tool, and then have it randomized between them. And once that happens, that is the name we will choose. So, and all names that we don't use, I actually put into the pool of names we can use for puppies in the main series. So let's see, we have a bunch of different names. And I try to avoid, if you guys end up suggesting names that are duplicate, I may not use them if we've already used them in the series, especially if it was recent. So I'm not seeing any of that at the moment, but that's just always a good thing to keep in mind. So let's see. And welcome back. We are actually taking names at the moment, so if you guys want to submit, feel free. Okay, so let's see. For the one longer name, we could just use Feather as a name, perhaps, if you're okay with that. And we have Butterfly. And okay, I'll give a little bit more time for names to come in. And hello, welcome to the stream. All right, let's see. I'm going to give it a little bit more time so names can submit, and I'll probably cut it off in a minute or two here. So if you have any more name suggestions, toss them out there, and I will take them into consideration. I'm glad to see you like Rowan. He wasn't one of the more popular wolves, but he definitely is a pretty cool wolf in my opinion. He's very unique in that he has the limpy leg, and that's, I think, the only wolf we've ever had so far to have the limpy leg. So, okay, a couple more names coming in. And, oh, wow, several more names. Okay, and, okay. I'm just trying to catch up with names. But just so you know, if your name isn't picked, don't feel bad. It's completely random. It's literally just a random generator. So there's pretty much a small percentage that any one particular name will be picked. And so don't feel bad if your name isn't chosen, but I just know that I will be adding it to the pool of names for future puppies in the main series. Alrighty. Alright. I don't think we've used any of these names so far that I'm seeing. So, hopefully, I try not to repeat names if I can help it, but it may happen occasionally, especially as we have more and more wolves and more puppies, and the family tree gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Wow, you guys are throwing out some really cool names here. Alrighty, I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes, or maybe another minute, a few more seconds here, maybe another minute, and then I will be choosing the names. I believe we've already used the name Alaska. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Hannah. Can somebody verify me on that we've already used the name Alaska? I think we did have a mate named Alaska at one point. But if not, I will definitely add it. Aw, thank you guys. You're very sweet. Aw. Alrighty. Yeah, there have been a lot of cool names. Wow, still cool names coming in. I think we have... I think Alaska was already a name, so I'm actually not going to add that one in, but if somebody verifies that it wasn't, I will definitely add it. But I think it was one for... I think it was Kyrian. Yeah, I believe it was Kyrian. Okay, yeah, we've used it, so... yeah. I think it was Kyrian's mate was named Alaska, but it's definitely a cool name. I just don't want to use it again too soon. Maybe in the future, though. So I'm not seeing too many more names coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and randomize it here, and I will leave this up, and so any names that are not picked, we may eventually use in our main series for puppies, because we always need more puppy names. So here we go. And we'll go ahead and we're going to pick a name, and her name is Dove. Okay, so let me just come in here, and we are going to call her Dove. And there we go. So we have Rowan and Dove. That's actually really sweet. They both have very nature-y themed names. And let's turn names on. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Kirian. Okay, it was Kirian's maid as Alaska, so we will save that name perhaps for future generations. It'll probably be a while though. But for now, we are here with Rowan and Dove, who will be actually heading off to Slough Creek pretty soon here. Let's get this bunny. And I mean, they've already pretty much accomplished everything here. There's really not too super much to do in Amethyst Mountain, and since we are going to be doing a lot of hunting in Slough Creek, we'll just go ahead and head straight there. Oh my goodness, she's so fast! Wow, she's even faster than Rowan. Wow. Okay, oh, there's a coyote. Let's stop and get the coyote. Never hurts to have a little extra experience. Never hurts. Let's just stop and get the coyote. And here we go. We'll head off to Slough Creek, just down here. Oh, Rowan, you don't have much stamina, and I keep forgetting that. Okay, so we'll go ahead, head down. And there we go. She is quite pretty. I think she has the same coat as Lucan, so let's go to Slough Creek. Okie doke. Big shout out to Veronica Wolf Valley, because she is actually, she actually came and made a family tree for us. So, and she's been managing that and keeping up with it pretty well, especially as we have lots of crazy new stuff going on with new litters constantly, new side stories. So she's been doing a great job with keeping up with all that. So, big shout out to her, big thank you to her. So we'll go ahead and look for a den, and I think this time we're going to go ahead, and we're not going to do Aspen Heights because we've already been using Aspen Heights constantly. We'll actually go up here to the Saddle Meadows den, which is up past Canyon Cliffs. It's pretty close to the summer hunting grounds, so a lot closer than the Aspen Heights den is. Yeah, the family tree idea, or the family tree has been really great, very helpful, and I don't have a link to it in this description, but I have a link to it in Kaya's most recent episode. So it's either there, or you can either see it there, or if somebody has a link to it and wants to go grab that link, then you can put it in chat here. But I don't have it up on this episode just yet. So we'll go ahead and claim the den. The den's over this way. Yeah, I'll probably reuse a lot of these names for puppy names, but if, I'll probably retake it, because we also don't necessarily know what, okay, but about, I totally lost my place. Sorry, I forgot what I was even saying. I was trying to read chat and talk at the same time. That doesn't go well. So we'll go ahead up here and claim the den, and then we'll go hunting. So, wait, I'm a little worried about the challenge. What would happen if it won't let itself happen? Are you talking about it being pretty easy? And thanks for putting the link in there. If you guys want to check out the family tree, you can find it at the link that Veronica just posted. It's a pretty cool family tree. She's been keeping up with it. Oh dear. Windows are changing. WolfQuest goes on pause every time it is not the top window. Where is the den? There, no? It's over here, okay. But yeah, that's a very nice reference to have if you, stop it, if you're wondering which wolf has what puppies or all that. And I'm actually working on a timeline that will be going up on my Google Drive soon, so it's still work in progress, but that will be especially important as we get into annual challenges and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and make this our den. And it should give us mission completion. There we go. Alrighty, now we gotta mark territory, but first off, ooh, there's a bunny, and it is a white bunny because it is winter time, and it's actually a hare. I shouldn't say bunny, because bunnies and hares are different, but, it is actually, they do change color in the wintertime, and I'm assuming that probably is in Yellowstone, because the team is usually pretty good about researching and finding out what goes on and what actually is real life accurate to Yellowstone. But I know definitely in the Arctic that hare's color will change with the season, so will foxes, and I think that actually does happen here in the game. And it probably does happen in Yellowstone National Park too if they added it in. So let's see. Oh, yeah. The challenge could be pretty difficult because Dove may or may not decide to carry them across. So if that happens, what we'll probably do, I don't know what we'll do. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it if it becomes an issue. So, because Rowan's challenge, for anyone who missed it, is that he is very afraid of water because he almost drowned as a pup because his mom, Katari, got stuck while carrying him across the river and dropped him in the water, and he nearly drowned, but they did manage to get him out in time, and he was okay in the end. But, so because of that, Rowan is not supposed to carry puppies across the creek because he's too afraid. Well, if it becomes an issue, what we may end up doing is have just say, like, if we just can't get Dove to bring, and I'll get names on, I think they got turned off somehow. If we just can't, no matter what we try, get Dove to bring puppies across, then we'll go ahead and have him bring one puppy and just try and work with that. But yeah, we'll do our very best to have Dove bring all the puppies because Rowan is definitely afraid of the water. So yeah, animals in nature are definitely very cool. I'm a huge animal lover. I have 2 cats and a dog. I've had about 5 cats over the course of my lifetime. I've had a lot of cats, and then my dog Sierra. But I'm definitely a huge nature lover, and I just like to be able to spread, to be able to share facts about animals, and yeah, it's just a really cool thing. It's really cool to be able to learn about nature and research and find out all these cool things about all these cool animals. It really just is. I definitely enjoy it. And getting to do these series has actually been really, really awesome for me because I get to go, and sometimes questions come up in the episodes and it's like, well, wait a minute, is this like a real thing? And then I get to go research it and find out if it's real. So it's very fun for me too, because I've learned a lot from doing this series, because it inspires me a lot more to go ahead, and if I don't know something, to go ahead and look it up so I can tell you guys. Whereas on my own, I might forget more easily. So it's definitely been a very fun thing for me. And let's go ahead and make sure we get this up. Yeah, I like the outdoors. Sometimes I don't like, sunburn and mosquitoes and stuff, but for the most part, I like the outdoors. Also, it's really hot where I live, so not always the most fun to be outside in the summer, but yeah, I definitely like being outside. Alrighty, here we go. And it has actually been unseasonably cool where I live. We've actually been getting quite a bit of rain. I live in a desert, so that's pretty rare. Normally we don't get nearly as much rain, but it's actually been really, really good because we're in a drought, and so getting a lot of rain has been very helpful for starting to kind of replenish the water supply. Let's have Dove stop. Oh, that's cool. I always like to hear what they sound like when they howl together. Fun fact, Myra and Flare actually have the same howl, apparently. At least Flare, NPC mate Flare, who isn't actually Myra's mate. I should say that the game just says mate, but for our intents and purposes, Flare is actually Myra's uncle who helped her raise her puppies after her mate actually died. So the game would say he was her mate, but I love the NPC wolf, or hearing how they sound with the player wolf, and NPC Flare actually had the same howl as Myra did. So I'm glad that you're excited that I started a YouTube channel. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it. That's really what I enjoy most about it, is seeing you guys' excitement, you guys' reactions, and seeing how much you guys enjoy it. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't here. I'm doing this thanks to you guys. So, birdwatching is fun. I've done it. I haven't ever professionally birdwatched, but I do enjoy seeing what birds show up at my house and such. And it's pretty cool to watch them sometimes. Wow, already up to 80 degrees. Yeah, it seems like it's been pretty warm other places, but for some reason here, it's been really, really cold lately. And like, by cold, probably not most of your definitions of cold, because out here, 30 degrees Fahrenheit is cold. But a lot of places I do know that isn't cold. But for out here, it's definitely uncommon. Oh no, Dove, don't run past the bull elk. You're gonna get hurt. Yeah, it varies quite a bit. So I think we'll probably have enough elk by the den after we kill this one. Aw, thank you. We'll probably have enough elk over here, I think, after we kill this one. So we'll go ahead and start hunting for the journey next. And making sure we have enough for the journey. Yeah, in the north and the northeast, it's definitely, definitely a very different climate than where I live. I actually really like it up there. I've been to Minnesota a couple of times. I would love to actually visit Alaska, but I've been up to Minnesota, Ohio, places like that in the northeast of the U.S. So definitely very different climate than where I live, but I actually really like it. I wish it would get colder here because, ironically, even though I was born and raised in the desert, I have an extremely low tolerance to heat and a very high tolerance to cold. Go figure. So I guess it works out somehow, but it's not. I just hide inside during the summers, basically, and only go out in the morning or the evening if I can help it. That's kind of just what you have to do in the desert. Oh, wow. That's so cool that you have birds that would mimic people saying hello. That's pretty cool. Would it be mockingbirds, perhaps? I know there are some birds that will mimic police or fire sirens. Oh, wow. Lots of snow is nice. I wish we got snow. That's the other thing is I've seen snow where I live maybe 6 times. And it's really sad. And it's to the point where if it snows, if like 3 flakes of snow fall from the sky, everybody freaks out and everything shuts down. And it's a little bit scary if you have to go driving anywhere because people out here don't know how to drive in the snow. And so it can be a little bit dangerous, but literally everything shuts down if any amount of snow falls out of the sky. Even when it rains, people get super happy and crazy. Oh yeah, Dove kind of does sound like the howling in Pets Dogs too. That's actually a game I've considered playing on this channel. I have to finish testing it because I would be playing it through an emulator on my PC and not through the Wii. And I have to make sure it'll all work and everything. And for the most part, everything has worked. So that's been a very good thing. But yeah, that is definitely a game I want to play at some point as a mini-series that I just think would be kind of fun. That game was a lot of my childhood. I played it for several years. But the point is the howling in that game does sound quite a bit like doves howl. I'll let you guys hear it in a sec once we take down this elk. There we go. These guys, I'm trying to think how they compare on the timeline because we actually just did a side story that, would affect eagle attacks, although I don't think they'll be going close enough anyway for it to really affect them. Oh, Dove, you got me stuck. Yeah, well, sometimes animals do sound like they're saying things like one of my cats sounds like he's going, now, when he meows. It's kind of interesting. But sometimes animals do sound like they can talk. Well, and I actually did, you always hear about parrots talking. And yeah, parrots do talk, but did you guys know that ravens are actually smart enough to learn to speak? And I actually met a raven once that could speak, and he kind of came up to me. It was in a zoo. He kind of came up a little bit, and he said hello a couple of times, and it scared me at first because I'd never heard a raven speak. I'd heard that they could, but I'd never actually heard any of them do it, and it was really cool, but kind of creepy. So, definitely a very cool thing, but a little bit startling at first. But yeah, ravens are actually really, really smart, and there's all kinds of stories about ravens, like even learning to use tools or like dropping hard-shelled nuts or acorns or whatever under the wheels of cars when they're stopped so that the cars will roll over them and crush them or when they are trying to get food. They figured out how to crack nuts by letting cars drive over them, and that's it. They're very smart birds. So yeah, Howl's 7 and 8 do sound a lot like the Pets dogs too. Oh, your dog can sing happy birthday. That's awesome. My dog makes a lot of vocalizations, but most of them don't really sound human. Yeah, these guys do hunt pretty well together. It was kind of a little bit, talking about the Raven's voice, it's a little bit raspy, a little bit broken up, so like it was something like, hello, sort of, more than just how we would say it, like hello. It was kind of, hello, more like that, it sounded a lot different, but, it was still pretty cool. You could definitely tell it was words. You could definitely hear it was hello, so, it was definitely a pretty cool experience. Let's go ahead. We'll bring this elk down. Actually, I'm probably gonna, because I don't really trust Rowan's challenge at this point. So I'm gonna actually chase this elk and try and kill it right at the bank of the river, because I don't trust his challenge not to be super duper dangerous. Oh, cool. Blue tick coonhound. That's really cool. I don't hear of many people who actually have them. I know a little bit about the breed. I've heard of it before. I know they're hunting dogs, right? They're hounds. Yeah, my dog is a German Shepherd, but she makes all sorts of interesting vocalizations. Well, and the thing is, too, she's not purebred German Shepherd. She is German Shepherd mix. So, she is a lot smaller. She's only about 50 pounds. Every inch of it is muscle, too. Every ounce of it is muscle. So she's very, very small. Doesn't pack any weight at all. It's definitely all muscle. But she has the very, very deep, terrifying German Shepherd bark that sounds really, really manly and very, very powerful. Even though she's just this teeny little thing as far as German Shepherds go, she has the deep roof, roof, roof sort of bark. And it sounds really, really intimidating, and then you just see it's this pretty small little dog. So hey, welcome to the stream. So, but yeah, that's that's basically my dog for you. Let's see, it looks like the herd respawned over there, I think. So here we go. And you can tell where the herd has spawned because you can see either by the scent trails or you can see ravens in the sky. Oh, it moved. Okay, it moved over here because the herd despawned. So the new herd should spawn in, yep, right there. So you can see the ravens above the sky because ravens will follow elk herds and they will hover over the carcasses. And ravens actually are considered to have a symbiotic relationship with wolves. No, you're not that late. Welcome to the stream. But, yeah, ravens are actually considered to have a symbiotic relationship with wolves because wolves will sometimes follow ravens in order to try and find food, and ravens will follow wolves sometimes to try and scavenge off the kills that wolves make. So, yeah, I wasn't actually planning necessarily on doing it today. I just kind of thought I had a little extra time. I'd been considering it, and I wanted to see how a midweek stream would even go. So it was a little bit unannounced. I just kind of want to see how it even goes. Sunday will still be our main streaming day, and that's going to be probably the more well-known one, but I may stream some Thursdays too, depending on how everything goes, how my voice is doing, because keep in mind that Thursdays is one of the days that I record regular videos, so I've already been talking for about an hour, and these streams can go pretty long sometimes. So it all depends on, it really all depends on how my voice is doing and everything. Thursdays probably won't be nearly as regular as Sunday streams. So we'll go ahead, I'm going to go a little further, although we will start attacking her. And make sure we do some damage, and let's see. Am I on spring break? No, I actually am not. Ooh, we don't want Dove to attack it just yet. We want to get a little further. I'm actually not on spring break. What happened with me in college this time is we're going to let her come back a little bit so that we can kill her a little bit closer this way, because we don't want her to be super far from that other carcass. But I'm actually not on spring break. Classes are in session at the moment. I was supposed to do 2 college classes this time, but one of them got canceled, so I actually don't have nearly as much going on as I thought I was going to. I just have my screenwriting class this time, and very fun class, but I'm not actually on break. I just have time outside of college because I'm not a full-time college student. I'm right now at a phase of life where I don't know 100% exactly what I'm doing. I know I want it to do with animation, but I'm not exactly sure what sort of animation, how, or what part of it I want to go into, etc. I want to figure that out a little bit more before I would go to a full-time or 4-year school or start taking classes full-time. Yeah, Rowan has his cute little limpy leg. He has his limpy leg because he was attacked actually at this very den by a stranger wolf that grabbed him by the leg as a pup, and he unfortunately didn't heal from the injury, but now he's adjusted really well and he can still run and do pretty much everything a normal wolf would, even though he does have a leg that is lame. So, I didn't miss too much. Welcome to the stream, and the mate's name is Dove. Her name is Dove in this. And actually, too, back to the subject of Rowan and his leg, the limpy leg was actually added based off a real-life wolf who did have an injured leg, and who managed just fine with it, and his name was, in fact, Limpy, and so that's the whole reason this is in the WolfQuest game, is as a tribute to him. Now, I'm pretty sure he did end up dying. I think he actually left the park and may have gotten shot, but I'm pretty sure at this point he is dead now. But for a time, there was a wolf called Limpy who had a lame leg like this and who did manage to do remarkably well, even though he did have a disability. So there's just proof that disabilities, you can overcome them. You don't have to... It's not necessarily going to be, it is capable to adjust. You are going to be able to adjust. It's just a difference. It might be hard, but there's absolutely nothing saying that a disability will stop you. So, yeah. I don't actually know when my spring break is. I'm not actually sure. But yeah, there's, I think there might be info on Limpy on the WolfQuest forum. I'm not positive, though, on the real Limpy, that is. But yeah, it definitely was pretty interesting. I looked it up about the time the game first came out. There's a coyote. We should take that coyote out. Let's go ahead and try and there we go, get the elk down. But yeah, he was an older wolf, too. He was born... I mean, you know, wolves live... about the same amount as dogs live, but a lot of the time it's cut short because the wild is a lot more dangerous, and like they don't have vet clinics in the wild, so they can live, most wolves live to be about 8 years old or so, 7 or 8, maybe 10. So he was born, it's been like, by this point, even if he didn't die of other causes, he probably would have died of old age. Yeah, but I think he was even older when he died, but yeah, there was at one point a wolf called Limpy. So, alrighty. Yeah, it is pretty sad, but unfortunately that is a reality of life, is we face death. Whether human or wolf, at some point, we're gonna end up facing death. But yeah, so I think we'll just hunt down 1 or 2 more elk. And that should be good. I'm just wanting to make sure we have enough for the journey. Yeah, we definitely do. Limpy did leave an impression. Oi, there's a bear eating carcasses up by the den. We can't let that happen. But yeah, Limpy definitely did leave his mark. And hey, he'll be forever memorialized in the game now, too. So nobody's going to forget him anytime soon. Oh, I'm glad you like the channel. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And I actually really like roleplay too. Yeah, I definitely like role-playing. I do a lot of free time roleplay. So, yep, you're still made it in time. We're gonna be here for a little while more at least. We haven't even had our puppies yet. We are just starting to get the hunting wrapped up. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, sometimes we do have to face death in the family. That's always really hard. I've had several people, well, a few people in my family pass away recently too. Not recently, within the past few years, but yeah, so I'm sorry to hear about that, but yeah, wolves in the wild have Veronica posted, wolves in the wild have an average lifespan of 6 to 8 years, but wolves have been known to live up to 13 years in the wild and 16 years in captivity. Most pups die of starvation. So that is which article, I don't know what article you got that from, but yeah, that's pretty accurate to what I've heard as well. Most wolves live about 6 to 8 years, because a lot of the time life in the wild can be pretty difficult, but at the same time, they can live a lot longer. They're, you know, it's similar to dogs. Dogs can live anywhere from like 10 to 20 years, depending on the breed, depending on their health, a lot of different, depending on a lot of different factors. Oh my goodness. Yep. G-Bell is one of my roleplay buddies. Song is one of my roleplay buddies. Some of you guys know about me in roleplay. Oh, there's another one. So let's just try and stop her about here. Can we get, oh gosh, is Dove gonna, no, Dove didn't stop her. Oh, Dove, don't bring her down over by the stream. We gotta turn her around. Yep, some of you guys would know about me in roleplay and have stories to tell. But, let's just bring this elk down here. All right, see you in a bit. Oh dear. But yeah. Oh, it's, Big Run Wolf Ranch. Okay. Yeah, that's about what I've heard. I don't think I've heard of that place, but that is about what I've heard as terms of lifespan goes. And yeah, it is true. A lot of wolf pups don't make it through their first year. The most critical time for them in their survival is that first year. If they survive that, there's a good chance they'll survive for a few years longer. But a lot of them don't even make it through that first year. So honestly, this game, and yeah, you don't want to make it so hard that it's gonna be super. You don't want to make it so hard that it's gonna be like super hard to get any puppies. But oh gosh, please don't tell them everything. Oh my goodness, I think there's more things that could be told from roleplay experience. But yeah, so there's a lot of wolf pups don't end up making it through the first year, and this game is actually probably the most unrealistic thing about it, that aside from this mass elk hunting that we end up doing each time, is that you can end up with all your puppies surviving most of the time, depending on the difficulty you play on. Not all of them all of the time, but a lot of the time, if you get experienced at the game, you can end up with a lot of your puppies surviving. That's really not that accurate to real life. So let's go ahead and bring down, we'll bring down, I'm sorry, the chat is a little bit, oh my goodness, I'll deal with that a bit, but we'll get the elk here. But, yeah, we'll eat all the elk in a little bit here, but yeah, I sense there are people bonding over the feels I inflict on characters. See, the trouble with me is I'm a writer as well as a role player, so I'm always thinking plot, and sometimes plot means characters suffer so they can grow. Okay, so yeah, Limpy did get shot in 2008, and so he probably, I think he was older at the time anyway, but he wouldn't be around anyway. Oh, good grief, you guys. I'm not doing it to make you sad. It's just plot purposes. It's one of those things where, you know, it's hard for characters, but there's a reason they go through it. Yeah, these guys, see, these are some of the people I know either, the ones teasing me about roleplay are some of the people I know either in real life or, we've been in contact for a long time, and they like to mess with me, and I mess with them back sometimes, so, I like throwing them under the bus, too. Okay, the thing about me, so Veronica said, does she murder a lot in terms of killing characters? Yes, but it's one of those things where I can't keep characters dead. So, like, somebody will die, but then they actually didn't. Oh, this is so off topic now. But yeah, so I do, if you guys didn't If you guys didn't know before, you guys now know that my other side thing is a writer. So, yeah, well, and then they always get me back for it, and then it turns into Feels Wars. But yeah, so one of my side things is writing, and that's a lot of the reason I really enjoy these series too, because you can get a lot of good story out of them. So, like, a lot of things can turn into it. So, like, Kaya getting attacked by a stranger wolf, or Rowan getting attacked by a stranger wolf and having a limpy leg. It all depends. You can get a lot of story out of it, and I really love those stories. Oh gosh. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about characters and roleplay writing going on in chat. And most of it is accurate. Oh, here we go, you guys! Here we go! Here we have puppies. And okay, so we have 2 females and 2 males. And if you guys have names, now is the time. So, now is the time if you guys have names. Alrighty, so I'll sit here for a while. Let's at least see what they look like, too. So train your pups. And we're going to be playing on pretty easy. And okay, so here are our puppies. Oops, we can't see all of them. I'm going to try to get it so we can see all of them. Hang on. So we have, oh, one of them's wandering off already. Here we go. There we go. We can see all of them. So we have, I'm pretty sure the white, or the light colored one is a female. Let me just, yeah, so we have 1 light female, 1 dark female, and 2 dark males. Well, it's actually not as bad as they make it sound in terms of plot. So, oh my goodness. So, let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me start getting name lists. Oh my goodness. Let me start getting name lists. So, name pickers. Okay, here we go. No, don't do that. No, hang on. I'm trying to get my random name picker up. Oh my goodness, the names are coming in thick and fast right now. So, the way this works too, if you're new to my naming, if you're new to I do the naming in this, what I'll do is I will take a ton of the names you guys are submitting. I'll take all the ones that that you've submitted, and I put it all in a random name picker, and then I let that pick the names. So, if you guys submit names, then there is a random chance they'll be picked, but that way it's fair, it's impartial, and because there's so many cool names, I seriously doubt I could pick anyway. So, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's see. So many names. Alright, so let's see. I'm just going to put all these in. Let's see. That would probably be... I have to try and sort them now by female and male. Let's see. Sorry, it takes me a bit to... Oop, goodness gracious me. It takes me a minute to catch up with everything, so let's see. Because these names come in really fast, so I might be slow to reply because I'm just trying to keep up with everything. Alrighty. Okay, have that one. Oh gosh, people have lists. Let's see. Okay, some of these names have already been used, so I won't be using all of them. I won't be adding all of them because I try not to repeat names if I can at all help it. Lots of space-themed names I'm seeing just looking through these. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, all these names. We already have some of these. Do we have that one? We have that one. Let's see. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh gosh. There are people. Oh my goodness. So everybody is just like, oh gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, you guys, they're messing with me again. They are messing with me again. Let's see. Alright. keep in mind too, if you're submitting these names, just keep in mind that I'm gonna do my best to get everybody there, but some of these guys might die, so you might not want to put names you're super attached to. Oh, let's see. Okay. All right. I don't know what, I'm doing my best to match names to genders here, but I'm not 100% positive, for all of them. Some of these we've already had, so I'm skipping over some of them, because if we've had them in WolfQuest or we've had them in our Shelter 2 series, I'm probably not going to reuse them. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious, so many names. And any name not used here will go in the list for, it'll go in the list for the main series too. Sorry, I'm pretty slow at trying to pick through these because I have to go through one by one. So it's taking me a bit. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Wow, so many cool names. That's probably male name. All the names. I bet they're still coming in too, and I'm gonna scroll down and it's just gonna be like even more. Alright. Oop, nope, nope, nope. No, don't do that. Okay. Wow. Wow. All the names. Oh my goodness. I didn't think we were going to get so many this time, but oh my gosh, yes we are. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm catching up, guys. Hang on, hang on. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Right. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting there, you guys. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Wow. There's still more. Oh my goodness. Okay, some of those. Okay, wait. Oh, there's even more. Oh, there's even more. There's even more. Yeah, there's no way. Holy stinking moly. How many? How many? What in the... What? How many names can you guys come up with? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I may just have to cut it off at some point because this is getting out of hand. Alrighty. I think that's actually supposed to be a male name. Oh my gosh. How many names? Oh my goodness. How many names are there gonna be? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, some of these are repeating. Okay. Okay. Okay, some names. Oh my goodness. Put that on female. Okay, goodness gracious. It's okay that to people who are apologizing for how many names. It's okay. It just taken me a while to get through them. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, hold on. At this point, you guys, I can't even keep up with this, so I'm gonna have to cut it off at some point. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna cut it off here if there's many more of these, so or just start skimming through them because okay, I'm gonna start kind of skimming and just kind of grabbing ones because there's a lot that I'm seeing. Some of them are there's a lot of repeated ones, so sorry if I miss any of your names. I'll do my best to get everyone's, but holy stinking moly. Okay, holy moly. Okay, we'll do. And, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think I'm finally almost there. I'm like wading through names pretty much. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting there. Slowly. Oh my goodness. All of these will go on the main series list too, if we ever have as many wolves as we can use these for. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's do, oh, my computer is lagging because of all of these. Because of me switching back and forth through everything so fast. Oh, holy stinking moly. Wait a sec. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out what's even happening here. It, like, spam implemented. Okay. Okay, I think we're getting to the end of this. Thank you guys. Thank you to my mods for controlling chat at some point. Okay, thank you guys. Okay. Alrighty, thank you guys. Thank you to my mods for helping control that, because that was insane. We must have 40 to 50 names here at least, if not hundreds. We have dozens at least. So I'm going to go ahead and do the female names first. And let me get to pack stats so we can actually see. I might switch them around depending on which I feel will be the best, which I feel will be fitting for each. So like with the females especially, because we have one lighter, one darker. So the first female name is Hale. Okay, so I'm gonna probably name the white puppy Hale. Because it, Hale is usually white in color, so now I gotta find it. Okay, take that one off the list. And then the next female one, would be Charlie. Okay, so let's see. Alright, and let's see. There we go. And I will save the rest of these for, I will save the rest of these for the main series. So now for the male names, the first male name we have is, Ink. And let's see. Let me take that one off the list. And our next one is Quill. Okay. So here we go. Alrighty. Yeah, and yes, that is Quill. Okay, so there we go. I'm just trying to sort all of this out. So here we are. So we have Ink, Hale, Quill, and Charlie. And I think Hale will be, the, okay, so I'm actually gonna switch Hale and Charlie because, I think Hale would probably be the light colored. Alrighty, and you guys, so for the most part, somebody's saying please don't speak about other YouTubers on the stream. Ink is already running off. So, yes and no. I'm okay with you guys talking about other YouTubers. What I'm not okay with is advertising. So, like, some of you guys are talking about Siri just now. Yeah, that's fine by me, especially since I recognize probably most of you, or at least many of you, probably watch her, her channel. And yeah, even I watch Siri's channel. She's very good at the biology part of it, and I really appreciate it. I don't agree with her on everything, but yeah, so I'm okay with you guys talking about other YouTubers. What I'm not okay with is, hey guys, you should check out this channel, or you should check out that one. If you guys are just talking about a channel, oops, I gotta keep filling up. But if you guys are just talking about a channel, like you're saying, oh, hey, it's like this YouTuber or whatever, I've seen this YouTuber, then that's totally fine. I'm okay with that, as long as it doesn't get to the point of spamming / advertising. So, yeah, congrats to everyone whose name was picked. The others, don't worry, I will be saving all the names and keeping an eye on them. And, just so that we have, I'll be putting them in the drawing pool for the main series too as well. So yeah, you never know, maybe that will be Charlie's design. Alrighty, let's see. The generator speaks. So let's see. Let's just get this pack affinity up. It looks like we have a bunch of live wire puppies. Oh my goodness, a lot of them are just hyper. So yeah, I do like her channel too. Like I said, don't agree with her on everything, but oops, Hale, you were doing okay. I meant to get Quill. Quill is running away, not Hale. Hale was actually being nice. Okay, yep. We need to go hunting. We actually just did. They're not that hungry yet. Ink. And did I just yes, I'm seeing something moving. Okay, we're gonna go get this coyote. Okay, see you later. But yeah, so, like I said, don't agree with her on everything, but for the most part, I do like her channel, and I think she does a good job with, for the most part, presenting facts about animals and doing a good job with that. And I like how she does work in story as well. She has a very much a writer's side to things as well. So, but yeah, sometimes she goes a little further into the fantasy than I would like to do with my series, which, it's okay, she pulled it off pretty well. Let's howl again. But, but yeah, as for the most part, like, this series will be staying more realistic unless you guys really want it to move in more of a fantasy, direction. And as for the puppies, Charlie and Hale are female, Ink and Quill are male, so, oh, excuse me. My throat is really dry. Pardon me. So let's go ahead. And we have to defend them now, so we'll keep watch. Thankfully, it's on pretty easy. Hopefully, it will actually be pretty easy, unlike Kaya's pretty easy litter that had, like, that scary cougar. I don't even have words for that cougar. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Alrighty. There is, There is a coyote. We're going to go deal with that. And see which way it's coming from. So it's coming this way. So here is Rowan. Oops, we gotta get speed on. Get running. There we go. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the one thing is, some of you guys, the one thing I will say with the, yeah, guys, try to keep drama out of the chat, please, because it's not fun for anybody. That's why the mods are there. And so anybody who has that little wrench next to their name is a mod. And the mods are people that I have appointed to kind of keep control of the chats, because it sometimes does get a little out of hand. And like when you have people who are saying the same name over and over and over and over again, that does get harder for me to deal with, because it's a lot. It makes it take longer for me because I have to scroll through a lot more. So please, please, please do respect the mods. And if they ask you to stop, please remember to stop. Please be kind and courteous to them. I have not had to ban anybody off this channel, and I really don't want to start. But if misbehaving goes far enough, oh my gosh, there's a bear. I might have to take that action, and I really don't want to. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Oh gosh, Rowan. Oh good golly. Oh, good golly. I need backup. Dove? I saw a coyote, too. Dove? Dove? I need your help. Dove, help me, Dove. Please help me. I hear coyote music, too. No! Oh, gosh, no. Oh, my gosh. Alright. Can I bolt for it? That is my thought. Oh, guys, because we can't take another hit. And I don't want him charging. I can't take another hit from him. I think I'm gonna try, I'm gonna try and bolt for it. Hale, please don't stand that close. Yeah, pretty easy is when things go wrong. Hale and Quill, you guys, there is a freaking bear standing 3 feet away from you. You need to stop it. I'm just gonna bolt. Hopefully this won't end in disastrous consequence. Please don't give me a death message. Please tell me my puppies are safe, please. Please. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, we're good. Bolting for it is not usually advisable in, especially for real life wolves, but that's kind of the equivalent of basically barking to warn the puppies to get into the den. So we'll go back and we will attack the bear. And yes, it is usually best to attack the bear from behind. I panicked and attacked from the front because it charged at us. And I wasn't sure if it was going to stop or if it was going to try and kill Ink. Yeah, Ink is like, look, Daddy, and Daddy's like, no! Okay, so I'm probably kind of coming up from a bad angle, oh gosh. Oh gosh. I always get worried that we're gonna lose a puppy because I definitely don't want that to happen. So there's the bear. And let's just, my stamina's back. Let's just run in. Is it running? It's running. Okay, there we go. It's running. Get out, Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear, Mrs. Bear. Mrs. Bear. That's not, no, don't do that, please. You're gonna give us heart attacks. You're gonna give us heart attacks. Okay. Okay, we're good, we're good. No panicking, we're good. We're good. And I'm gonna go get more food for the puppies. Alright. So, there goes Dove. Dove's coming back to join us. There we go. So, as far as, oh gosh. As far as this goes too, usually one puppy from the side stories may be chosen to continue with a side story of their own. So sort of like, Myra was the daughter of Shasta and Aspen, who were, Shasta was one of our side story wolves, but Myra did get a side story of her own as well. And so some of these puppies, one of these puppies may end up becoming a side story. You're kidding. You're kidding. We just fought a bear. Now we have to fight a cougar too? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. No. No. Rowan, can you catch it? Are you going to be able to catch it? I don't know if he's going to be able to catch it or not. I'm honestly kind of scared. Oh yeah, there are occasionally invincible bears. Thankfully, none of those have ever showed up to attack puppies. Oh gosh, yeah. We're gonna break off and go get food. Well, we don't even need food. We're just gonna run back to the den. Oh gosh. I really don't like cougars. Can you tell? We're gonna mark some territory while we're far away from the den still. Oh gosh. So I believe Nail and Contreras, hopefully I'm saying your name right, is saying, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is blue. Yeah, yeah, oh, excuse me, what is my voice doing? I think I need to drink something here. Yeah, I randomly burst into accents. I'm not even sure what it's supposed to be. Sometimes I sound British. I'm not British. I've never actually been to Britain. I think I just watched too much Doctor Who at one point. I'm not honestly sure what accent it is, but it comes out sometimes when I'm angry. I just start, or when I'm angry or stressed, I just start sounding British, or I don't even know. Well, and I've been told, that Californians have an accent, and like I can't hear it. I can't hear it at all, but apparently we do. So, yeah, and you guys, if you miss a stream, you can always come back and watch it afterwards. There is always that ability. You can always go back and watch it. They remain recorded. There we go. So, Song is asking if she has an accent. I mean, it's not super noticeable. It's not super heavy. See you later. It's not super heavy if you do. And if you do, like, I don't really notice it, at least consciously. Yeah. Yeah, there was at one point in time when my family kind of just, well, some of my family, like my dad and my brother and I, just kind of just binged Doctor Who for like 3 months. That's just a shadow. I thought that was a stranger wolf. I thought this shadow right here was a stranger wolf. My heart nearly stopped. Yeah, it is difficult to catch foxes. As far as genders, so Charlie and Hale are female, Quill and Ink are male. So, but yeah, it is extremely difficult. Oh, there it is again. It's extremely difficult to catch foxes in this. Stop running, Cougar. Stop running. Stop running. Rowan does not have the stamina to deal with you and your jerk antics. As it just runs straight through. Oh, excuse me for a moment. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. My phone decided that it has to go off, and every time my phone goes off, I either have to pause if I'm recording, or if I'm streaming, I actually have to mute it, because, we have caller ID, and so, for privacy's sake, I have to mute it, and it doesn't. So, apologies for that. Somebody decided that they needed to call right now, in the middle of me streaming, so, sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully, if I ever cut out like that, or if I ever have to jump cut a video, a lot of the times it's because I got a call. So, I have to quickly mute it just so that, the caller ID doesn't announce. So sorry about that, you guys. The one disadvantage of having caller ID is it can be a little annoying when you go to record. It's just a privacy's sake thing. I can't have it announcing my I can't have it announcing my caller or my caller IDs on the internet. So. But yeah, if I ever have to suddenly mute something in a stream, chances are I got a call. So. I'm like, I don't even take the calls. I just have to let him go to the answering message. So. But yeah, if I ever do that and I don't have time to say, oops, sorry, hold on a moment or whatever, do let me know that, because sometimes my mic decides it just has to go off. All right, where is... You guys, I think it's broken. I think it's broken. I think the predators are broken. So we're actually, what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to save Rowan, and just simply reload it. Because I think the predators on this occasionally, will break and not start showing up, and I think the cougar broke it. So we're just going to reload the level, and that should fix it. So let's come back. And there we go, and we should have predators start showing up again. So sorry about that, you guys. It just does that occasionally. We're not quite sure why it does it. I think they're still trying to figure out what actually goes on with that, but they are working on it. So we don't know exactly. Oh, speaking of, there is a cougar. No, it's not good because we have to finish the mission, and in order to finish the mission, we have to chase off a certain number of predators. Dove. Okay, first of all, Quill, don't do that. Second of all, Dove, could you give me a hand here? Could you please give me a hand here? We didn't even get a bite in. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got one bite in. Dove, could you please give me a hand? Or paw, or something. The puppies are all going that way. Okay. Oh, that wasn't good. That's not good! That's not good! Okay, we got it. We got it. It's gone. Oh, gosh. That was way too intense. Oh, good. Okay, we completed it, so now we just have to grow our puppies. So now it doesn't matter if predators come or not, because, we just have to grow our puppies to a certain weight. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that was too intense. That was way too intense. I think the number of predators depends on the level you are on. So for pretty easy, it's very low because it definitely was not. I always thought it was 5, but I'm pretty sure it changes based off level because it was not 5 with Kaya today, and we were playing on Arduous. And it was definitely not 5. So, yeah, cougars are very shiny. Cougars in this are very shiny. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying this time, Nail, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, because, I'm not fluent in Spanish, and I can't translate it at the moment. I'm not sure what you're asking me, sorry. I can't actually switch over to translator right now, my apologies. I could potentially, if you suggest this in the comments, because, okay, there's a coyote. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with it. Make sure you suggest names for the most part, in video comments, because I can't note down everything in the episode unless we're actually accepting names for puppies. So, but those are all very good names, and thank you for suggesting them. Just make sure you get them in the video comments, too, so that I have them saved. And let's go ahead. Everybody's kind of clustered by the den. Let's do a couple howls to both raise territory and to make sure that the pack affinity stays up. Hale and Charlie are both just walking off. Hale is going completely off screen now. Hale, don't do that, please. I love you, child, but please, please don't. Please do not. For your sake, please do not. We're gonna run until it gives us the pups are safe message, which should be about here. Should be about here. There we go. And we're just going to make sure that we can get, the territory marked. Here we go. There we go. Alrighty. Let's go this way. And we're just going to keep the territory level up because it is very important that we do that. And then we just have to feed the puppies so they grow up, and then make sure that we can get them safely to the summer hunting grounds. So Oh, okay, so it was when will you play the game that I asked for. So, okay, thing is, she's been asking about Untamed Life of a Cougar. Looks like a really cool game. Definitely something I want to play at some point. Trouble with that right now is, number one, we have a bunch of series going on at the moment, and number two, I don't have a lot of money. I'm a college student, and it does cost about $15 to get the game. So I can't go shelling out that sort of money, or mostly any amount of money a lot of the time, for games. So depending on, I definitely want to start getting the channel monetized so that I can start earning a little bit of income off of this, and that will definitely help and contribute towards it. But until that happens, it's hard for me to be able to buy games. So I'm working on it. I just have to get that a little bit more stabilized. Like, a lot of the games we've played are games I've already had, or games that are free to play. So like WolfQuest, I already had that because I'm a beta tester and everything. So I've already had this game, and there's probably something lurking by our den, but we're going to do a few more howls. Yeah, I know she is. I'm hoping she'll get some of that. I'm not fluent enough in Spanish to speak it in this context, unfortunately. I can usually understand some of it, but I don't understand enough to be able to communicate. Hale could be the new Navi. I'm kind of hoping she won't, but we'll have to see. Because Navi was hard to handle, and Navi technically died, but we were able to save her just in the nick of time, and I don't want anybody in this litter to die. So, there we go. Let's just keep that pack affinity up, and then we'll go feed them. It's actually more difficult to feed puppies on pretty easy than it is on any of the other levels, because they don't get hungry as fast. So, there we go. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's just get this coyote. And did it die? It died. Okay. It's dead. There we go. So let's go ahead and feed everybody over here. Oop, kind of crashed into the middle of puppies. I feel like we just kind of came running in and just, bowled everybody over suddenly. So, see you later. Thanks for coming. Alright, here we go. And we'll go ahead and get more food. So we should see how much food we have as well. I'll pause once we're safe. You know, it doesn't really matter if we're just pausing, but, yeah. There we go. So let's just go pack stats. So we have 12, 11, 11, and 11. So we're getting there. We got to get them up to 15 pounds. So that's what's actually really hard about Pretty Easy, is puppies get hungry so slowly. There's more time for stuff to happen. And that is a problem. Let's just keep this territory marked. There's a coyote here. Man, you earn so much experience so quickly once you start raising puppies. It's all the predators and everything you have to drive off, and then you also earn a little bit of experience for playing with puppies and such not. Here we go. How long will the stream be? How much longer will the stream be? Well, we are at the Grow Your Pups mission, so once we finish that, it can take, I would say maybe 20 minutes to get puppies to the rendezvous site. So we've got maybe, 30, 40 minutes left in the stream, I'd say, probably. Let's just feed a little bit more. Oh, good grief. Oh, good grief. Okay, let's deal with this. There's a bear. Oh, we don't want to run in from this side. We want to circle around it. Hopefully, if we back off. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, it's running. We did take a hit, but Quill just flopped down. It was just like, I don't know, he's like rolling in the dirt. So, yeah, streams usually tend to be about 3 hours long, and we're in, we're 20 minutes away from 2 hours, pretty much. So I'm actually gonna run off again and get my health healed up and then get more puppy food. Yeah, yeah, well, it's okay. If you have to go, it's fine. As long as, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you can, if you have to go, you have to go. Just, don't stay super long just because you want to watch the stream. If you have other things you need to do, that's totally fine. Real life comes first. You can just remember you can always come back and watch it later if you want. And if you miss something, you can always watch it because it does remain recorded. It's also being recorded. It's being streamed live, but it's also being recorded. So, there's nothing coming to kill my puppies. Why does that concern me? That should be a good thing, but in this game, it really scares me. So everybody's at 12 pounds now. We are getting there. We'll do a little bit of training. Like, Charlie, you can't wander off, sweetie. All the wandering puppies. There's always that one puppy that just wanders. Some of them do it even worse than others. I'm a little bit concerned about our main series because well, we have, first of all, we have 2 wandering puppies, and one of them is just like aggressively wandering. So, yeah, it is fun to have you guys tuning in live, but I totally do respect. Quill, you're like spazzing. Are you okay, Quill? You like teleported. But yeah, so I do always want to respect that real life comes first, because I'd like you guys to respect the same for me, so it's the least I can do to respect that for you too. And okay, so if you have to go eat, that's fine. Oh, that is bad news. That is very bad news. Where'd it go? Oh no. Okay, it's running. Okay, good, it's running. Do we chase it off? I think we have to catch up to it and bite it again a few more times, perhaps. Did it go? I sped up, so I think it is, I'm pretty sure it's actually, I think it's gone for good. Yeah, okay, so you want to stay for the whole stream, that's good, but if you do have school tomorrow, do remember that it's a good night's sleep is important. I say hypocritically, but, oh yeah, there was the mistake in in the Oscars, because that was this week, and they did make a mistake, but, yeah, I mean, mistakes happen, even to, even to people who are really famous and well-known. They make mistakes too. They're just people, after all. Have I recovered from my Shelter 2 ordeals? No spoilers. For those of you who haven't seen the Shelter 2 episode yet, it was a little bit traumatic. I'm not going to tell you guys what happened. You'll have to see it for yourself. But, yeah, doing Kaya's episode did help, because even though it's stressful, I love puppies, and the trouble with me is I get really attached to the puppies, and then I'm constantly paranoid that we're going to lose one or more of them, and you know what, the territory is very, very low. We should go mark that, because we did just have a stranger wolf show up. But yeah, so doing Kaya's episodes for WolfQuest really did help, because I got to play with puppies, and that's always fun, stressful but fun. And, yeah, so it did help. I'm doing a little bit better after that. Yeah, it was, you'll have to see. So, thank you guys. Yeah, there is quite a bit of testing in, grade school. Yeah, there's even, well, I don't know if there's less testing in college or not. I don't know. I don't actually know. It kind of depends on the class. Yeah, so there is, if you guys didn't see earlier, I did have 2 episodes up today. 3. I have Niche, I have Shelter 2, and I have, Kaya's WolfQuest series, so our main playthrough. Yeah, brace yourself if you're gonna watch the Shelter 2 episode. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but it was pretty feels. So, yeah. Yeah, it was very dramatic and very feelish, so, but yeah, no spoilers for people who haven't seen it. Yep, no, remember not to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, so. Oh, there's a bear, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. What? There's nothing wrong with this picture. Oh, we didn't actually get to hit the bear. Alrighty, let's start in from the side. Is it running? It's running, okay. Believe it or not, I found high school worse than college. Now, admittedly, I'm not doing full-time college, but I don't know, it just felt harder. I hear coyote music. And Hale, you need to go back to the den, sweetie. Wait, it went this way. Okay. What? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, good golly, where'd it go? Okay, it went down here. It's going this way. Okay. There it goes. It's running this way. I see it in the distance. Or it's walking, at least. Well, if you get off school early, tests are nice. But yeah, if you don't get off, well, and the trouble with me too is I'm actually pretty I'm ADHD and a fast test taker, and so whenever I go to take a test of any sort, I always end up finishing almost always right away. And so then I just have to sit there and, you know, they're always like, you can't do anything even if you're done. So yeah, so that's my thing with tests, is I always end up with more time left over. And it's just, some people don't test well either, so it's not always a very accurate measure, because sometimes it's just harder for people to test. So, sometimes they do fine in the subject, but it can be difficult for them to test, and so testing isn't always an accurate depiction of how a person is really doing, because then there are some people who aren't as good at the regular stuff, but they're really good test takers, and it's just, I don't know. Alright. I keep hearing the rain and thinking it's footsteps, but it's not. How heavy is everyone at this point? 14 pounds. We're almost there, you guys. Almost there. So I'm going to go get some more food. Probably have to chase off another predator when I come back. So... let's see. Oh dear, I don't want to have to, What am I hearing? Why am I hearing the coyote/bunny music? Uh-oh. I'm concerned. I'm more than a little concerned. You know what? To get food, I'm actually gonna run down a little bit further, perhaps. Because we actually finished all the carcasses. Oh gosh, we actually finished, all the carcasses up there. So I'm gonna eat a little bit off this one. Hopefully we'll be able to get the puppies up to full health or full weight soon. Different types of schooling. Okay, well, I myself was homeschooled. I've never actually been to public school or private school. Different things are better for different people, honestly, what I've found. So, yeah, homeschool worked really well for me, because I think I would have been way too stressed out in a normal classroom. And also, I was kind of just a weird kid. I would have probably gotten in trouble at school, because I'm ADHD, and I'm generally just a kind of interesting kid, and I feel like probably I wouldn't have been understood. So, it's different things work better for different people. Alrighty, let's see. Let's get some territory marked up here. Alrighty. And let's mark this area. We don't want any more stranger wolves showing up. And hopefully puppies will be hungry enough to eat a little bit more. So. Alright. Let's head back. See what's attacking the puppies. Because there's going to be something. You know there's going to be something. You just know there's going to be something. Yep, there's a bear. Yeah, I see the bear. Oh, carefully, 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 carefully. Oh, a little bit of lag as it saved. Oh, okay, that was a little bit too close. There we go, got it. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we are. Okay. Let's see. And hopefully this will get puppies. Are any of them up there? So they should, except for Charlie. Charlie is our small little one, I think. Alrighty. Uh-oh. What am I hearing? What am I hearing? Okay, Quill, go back to the den, please. You're getting a little bit too far away from my liking. Hale, you need to stay by the den. Let's feed Charlie a little more. Hopefully that will get her up. Did that get her? Okay, that should get her to 15. The others might be just a little bit below because this game rounds to the nearest whole number. And so if somebody is 14.999, it says they're at 15. And they have to be at 15 before. Gosh, I really like Hale's coat. I've never actually, well, I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't know. She stands out really, really strongly in this litter, of course, but, oh, there's a bear. I have Hale in my mouth at the moment. Oh, no, and I want to put her down. Oh, good. Dove, thank you for grabbing ink because that bear was coming right up to him. Okay, oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. There we go. It turned its back a little bit. There are puppies right at my feet as I'm trying to chase this bear. That is not a good situation. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, we got it before it hit us. I'm actually gonna run down and refill my, oh gosh, no I'm not. Because we don't have carcasses. We just gotta finish up the food. So I'm gonna give everybody a little more food. I think it probably is Charlie who is holding us up here because I think she was a little bit lighter than everyone else. Why? Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna just go ahead. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and fight the eagle first thing. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's see. There it is. It's circling. Is it landing? It's gonna land here. We're gonna chase it. Okay, let's get everybody moving. Where's our first carcass? First carcasses are down this way. I think that's just an eagle screaming in the distance. And hopefully we don't have any scary coyote nonsense like Shaster, or not Shaster, excuse me, Curian had. Alright, let's try and get him down here. And here we go. Okay. Let's get him down to this. I think there was a carcass up behind the den, perhaps. But I'm not gonna go mess with it at this point because the puppies are not hungry. So. Yeah, Kit is usually would be like a kitten, but I think it can be fox. I think fox kits is a thing. I'm not sure, it might be fox cubs, I'm not positive. Oh, good, and Hale is staying very close to us. That is very, very good. Okay, come on, we can do this. Okay, we can do this. Everybody's still right there. They're a little hungry, but they're not too bad. It's pretty easy, so thankfully they do not get hungry at nearly the speed that our Bring It On or our Arduous puppies do. Alrighty, here we go. I think I'm hearing my own paw steps. I keep hearing like scary footstep noises, but I think it's me. So here is the carcass. Alright, let's get everybody over here. Alright. Uh-oh. Did I hear something? I don't think I heard something. I keep thinking I'm hearing coyotes or something. So we're going to give Quill some food and then just to kind of use up some of ours. And then we'll refill our own health. And then make sure, and remember, Rowan's challenge is that he cannot bring puppies across the river. And in fact, I'm not even sure if it would be a good idea for him to do it if he could because of his stamina. His stamina drains so quickly. And you know what, I'll just go ahead and fill everybody completely up. But his stamina drains so quickly that I'm not even sure he could do it. I'd be very concerned if he had to try, but thankfully he won't. So, oh, okay, see you later. Let's head this way. And let's come over here. Let's get everybody following. Yeah, we are traveling now. We are heading to the summer hunting grounds, and hopefully all goes well. So we're headed for that carcass right there. And hopefully everything continues to go well. So far, we've only had one eagle. What do you mean the long way? It's not necessarily a long way, depending on where you're coming from. We're gonna take the route that the mate chooses to take most of the time because that will be better for Rowan's because he can't actually bring puppies across himself. Aw, I'm glad that watching my channel makes you feel better. I'm always glad to hear things like that because, I mean, that's a lot of the reason I like doing this. I'm glad to be able to encourage people, and if I'm doing that, then that's awesome. That is just awesome. So I'm really glad to hear you guys are enjoying this. Alrighty, come on. Let's see. Come on, you guys. I don't know where the heck Dove... What are you doing, Dove? Where is she? Is she up by the den? Is she stuck? I can hear her in the distance. Oh, she's moving now. I think she was trying to go get food. Okay, see you later. I think she was trying to go get food and got stuck on the way to the food. But there's food down here, so we should be okay. There's everyone. She's coming. She maybe will stop. Well, she probably won't. Yeah, I think she was stuck getting food because she wasn't moving. And there is a carcass back in the hills that spawned at some point. Alright. We're heading for this carcass down here. Oh, and Dove is bringing us Charlie, so that's so good. Okay. So, I feel like Rowan would be a little bit nervous because we have to come this close to the creek, but, you know, he's got to get his food. He's got to get the puppies his food. And keep the puppies fed. So, he's going to bring them over to this carcass. And we're going to feed them. And we'll just feed them all the way up this time. And make sure. There we go. Alrighty. And we'll refill on puppy food. So far, so good. We've just had the one eagle, but you know, knock on wood. Hopefully it won't be, hopefully it won't be as, well, hopefully it won't get any more dramatic, so. Yeah, you guys have been talking about rats and pet rats and how smart they are, and rats actually are really, really smart. Oh, good. Dove kind of just pushed Ink along towards us too, but yeah, rats are really, really smart. Most people don't give them credit for that. The problem with rats is that when they are wild, they can be destructive. So, like, I wanted to have a pet rat at one point, but I never ended up having one. I had a hamster, but I didn't ever have a pet rat. And, like, I really liked that they were smart. I thought they were cool. Mom doesn't like rats. So that never exactly worked out. But the thing is, we actually have rats at my house that are wild rats, but they're very destructive. And they get into things, and they have gotten in our attic, and they've caused a lot of problems. And, yeah, my cats like watching them out the windows, but it's not good because wild rats, you have to be careful because they can carry disease and they chew things up. It's a lot different when you have a tame rat versus a wild one. So just some important things to keep in mind. And let's see, here is our carcass. And let's again make sure everybody is fed. And here we go. Oops, no, I didn't want to pick up Charlie. I want to feed Charlie. I think what got me interested in pet rats was there's a book and then there's a movie. The book is better, called Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim. And that was very, I read it for school several years back, and it's a very interesting book, and I really enjoyed it. And it definitely is. It's a pretty cool book. Pretty interesting, a little bit fantasy, not necessarily the most realistic thing in the world, but it definitely very interesting book. And that did start off a rat/mouse interest phase for me. So yeah, and they are very social. Some of you guys are talking about how they're social, and you have to keep them in pairs, otherwise they can get they can have health complications because they're lonely. So, yeah, that is true. Rats are social. Unlike hamsters. Hamsters, well, some hamsters at least, are very solitary, like Syrian hamsters, which is the kind I had, are very solitary and not, they may actually attack each other if you put them in the same environment. So, yeah, Ratatouille is another, Ratatouille is about a rat. Again, not the most realistic thing in the world, but still a very cute story. Sorry, my voice is dying. I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice keeps just, like, squeaking, and I do apologize for that. Oh gosh, yeah, yeah, rat bites can be serious, even from pet rats, so you have to be pretty careful, just because they can carry diseases and stuff. So you do have to be careful, but that's the same thing for any animal, honestly. Like, even dogs and cats can get rabies or whatnot. Hale and Ink, you guys need to come back here. So, but yeah, it's just basically you do have to be careful, as you would be with any animal. And you understand that they could have health complications that could be serious, and you have to be careful in knowing the health of the animal you're dealing with if you can. So, let's see. And Dove is going to bring Hale to us. Did I just hear? No, I did not. Okay, I thought I heard something. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if Rowan has to move his good leg double to make up for his bad leg when he's walking, because when he's running it's not so obvious. But I think he might. Which would make sense. Actually, I don't know if I've talked about it. Yeah, rats can give cats sicknesses. They can pass things on to cats. They can pass them on to humans. You have to be careful with rats. But, there is, so, like, even my dog has hip dysplasia. That's basically, it's a lot like arthritis, is where the hip joint isn't it's loose, basically, so the hip can slide around, the leg bone can slide around to the hip socket, and it can be very painful, but thankfully we have hers under control. But she actually, when it started to develop more, and it's a common problem with German Shepherds, but when it started to become more pronounced as she got a little older. She didn't have it when she was young, but when she first started showing the symptoms, she actually shifted her run. She used to put her two back feet, she has it in her right hip. She used to put her back feet down staggered, so one would come down before the other, but now she has adjusted her gait so that both her back legs come down at the same time. And she doesn't show signs of pain. She doesn't really limp when she's walking, but she did adjust her gait when she's running to make things a little bit different and probably easier on her hips. So it is interesting how animals will adapt to be able to see, they'll adapt to injuries or disabilities. So it was kind of an interesting thing to notice. So let's make sure everybody's fed. I'm going to fill up the puppy food bar again, and then we're going to have to see if we can get Dove to cross with them, because remember, Rowan can't cross with him. And I mean, okay, if it comes down to we're trying everything and Dove won't cross with him, we'll have him try and bring a puppy across. But unless all else fails, Unless all else fails, we are going to have Dove bring the puppies across. And let's see, if we come this way, Dove, you need to go get a puppy. You need to go get a puppy, Dove. Dove, go get a puppy. Dove, why are you still coming to me? Go get the puppies. Dove, get the puppies. Please get the puppies. Please get the puppies, Dove. Dove, please. Please, Dove. Please, Dove. Are you serious, Dove? Are you going to go back and get the puppies? She doesn't want to get the puppies. Will you please go get the puppies? Okay, I'm going to try something because, we went really far away and she didn't go try to bring the puppies. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to bring puppies this way. I'm going to act like I'm going to go out in the creek with one and see if we can get her to bring one across. Because I think once one puppy is across, she'll go back for the others. Okay, oh, she's gonna bring Quill this way. So if we grab Charlie and run out a little ways, she's not going to do anything. Brilliant. I'm gonna put all the puppies closer to the creek and we'll try again. If your German Shepherd is 8 and has no problems except allergies, that's really good because a lot of German Shepherds do develop, they do develop hip dysplasia. So if yours has not, that is very, very good. Dove is not helping us bring the puppies. That's what she's doing. We're trying to get her to bring the puppies across because Rowan isn't allowed to do it with his challenge. Now, if all else fails, we may have to bring one of the puppies across in order to get Dove to bring the rest. But unless all else fails, we have to try and have Dove do it on her own. I keep hearing the dragonflies and they're freaking me out, but, it's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them all right here by the edge. I'm actually going to refill on pup food. And then, what are you doing, Dove? We're going to actually run across. No, don't move Hale. Okay, she's feeding Hale. We're actually going to run across. We're going to take off running like this. And she followed us. And she's not going back for the puppies. So we're going to see if we can get her to go get the puppies. We're going to keep backing away. I don't want to go too far, though, because if something happens, I want to be able to get back to them. Dove, what the heck? Dove, you're really not helping. Okay, so we're going to have Rowan do his best to try and get Dove to bring the puppies across. We might have to bring one across this very small, shallow area here. We might have to try and bring someone partway across at least. And let's see if we run out this way. And then what we can do to simulate this, because hopefully... Okay, she's going to grab Ink, and then what we'll do is while she's bringing Ink across, we'll actually bring Quill back. Because that way we are staying faithful to his challenge, because Dove will still bring all 4 puppies back, or across, I think. So if we come up here with Ink, then she should go back for the other puppies. Now, that's because Rowan isn't supposed to be able to bring puppies across the river because he's actually very afraid of the water because Katari actually got stuck in the water while carrying him. There we go. Dove is going to do it. So we're just going to say he didn't really bring Quill across. He just tried to and then couldn't. And so Dove ended up having to kind of grab the puppies away and bring them the rest of the way across. Even though that isn't exactly how it happened. So, yeah, so Dove has brought us Charlie. We're going to go back and get her and rescue her and make sure she is safe. And hopefully nothing bad happens over here. Ink, stay this way. Alrighty. I get nervous in this meadow. I do get nervous in this meadow. So we'll go back and we'll grab Quill and bring him this way. Quill should come towards us a little bit. And then Dove will bring Hale. So that is very good. Alrighty, that's very good. There we go. Let's get everybody over here. Almost there. So we're just going to say, because technically Rowan was not responsible for Quill crossing, he had He actually did Dove did in the end bring Quill. We're just gonna say Rowan didn't actually. That was kind of just what we had to do in order to get Dove to actually, oh gosh, now it's gonna thunderstorm. But in order to get Dove to actually be able to, oh, there's a tree on fire, that's fine. But in order to get Dove to bring the puppies across, he kind of had to do that. So, but he didn't actually bring them across, he put them back, so it'll work out. Let's just make sure we can feed everybody. Feed Quill. Feed Ink. Feed Charlie. Oh, Dove, you kind of just ran Charlie over. And feed Hale. And, let us finish eating from the carcass, fill this up again, and then we'll head for the summer hunting grounds. If you have name suggestions, I do ask that you put them in the comments because the chat log is not retained after the episode or after the stream. So, welcome back. So the chat log is not retained after the stream. So if you have a name suggestion that you didn't suggest in time for the main naming of the puppies, I do ask that you put it in the comments of one of the videos so that I don't forget it. Because I can't go and search the entire chat log. We have so many messages and so much going on that it would be really difficult for me to even be able to find anything in it afterwards. So I do ask that you put name suggestions in the comments. I'll try to add them if I remember, but I may not. So. Alrighty. Here we go. We're almost there. We're really, really close. Is the music working? Because I feel like the music isn't working. I don't know. I think it is working. It's just quiet. Maybe. I think it's just quiet at the moment. Alrighty, and Dove is bringing Ink to us. Good job. Dove is a really good mate. Hello, welcome to the stream. Alrighty. Ink, why are you walking away from us? Oh dear. So let's see. We're almost there. Oh, there's fire. There's fire. Nothing to worry about, just fire. Okay. That's just the rain sound I hear, not the pattering of feet, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Let's see, let's come here. Okay, we're almost there. Oh yeah, for those who missed it, we did make it across the river with Rowan's challenge. Dove didn't exactly cooperate, so what we did was we brought a puppy across to get her to start bringing the puppies, and then we brought the puppy right back, so she'd still have to carry him. Oh, okay, please don't start the Undertale War again. Please don't start the Undertale War. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Where are we heading? We're heading up this way. So we're almost there. It's been... and I hesitate to even say this because you know the moment it leaves your mouth there's going to be something. But it's been a really peaceful journey. It's been a really peaceful journey, and I'm just afraid saying that will automatically change it and make everything and its brother come out of the bushes. But perhaps it will be okay. So, oh gosh. Alrighty. Hopefully, we're almost there. We are really close to there. It is literally just up this hill. Wait, yeah. It's just up this hill, just here. We are almost there. So close. Yeah, that's from a previous video. There was a temporary war in the comments over Undertale. So I was just asking if we could not start that. Yeah. Alrighty, please no, guys. Seriously, please no. Please no. Don't start it again. It's very off topic, and it just, it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help anything. And here we are, you guys. We are now in the rendezvous site, and puppies are on their way. I'm keeping an eye on them, and we're here. Dove is here. Here come the puppies. Here come the puppies. Yeah, we'll be ending once everyone is here. And here they come. Here we are. And you guys, we made it. So Rowan's litter was a success. We were able to get everyone safely to the summer hunting grounds. We did pretty well. And we may see one or two of these guys again in a future side stories. You never know. We'll have to see. But, yeah, so thank you guys all for joining me today, especially since it was such a weird day compared to what we normally do. It's kind of just, it's Thursdays instead of Sunday, but, yeah, so thank you guys all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you guys did, I'll kind of be keeping an eye on what people are saying about Thursday streams, if they like it, if they don't like it. And if enough people like it, we may do this again sometime. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, and probably in the Sunday stream as well. So I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out. I'll see you guys later.